If you've ever watched BoJack Horseman, you'd probably already know why BoJack hates Mr. Peanutbutter. He's loud, he's relentlessly optimistic, and he's successful. He took BoJack's life's work, rebranded it, and somehow became more beloved for it. But none of that quite explains why Mr. Peanutbutter gets under BoJack's skin the way he does. I think what bothers BoJack isn't Mr. Peanutbutter himself, it's what being around him suggests. That happiness might exist without pain. Mr. Peanutbutter isn't just another celebrity or a rival. He's living proof that BoJack's understanding of pain and meaning might not be the only one. Being around Mr. Peanutbutter feels like watching someone live without stopping to ask permission. He doesn't ruminate, spiral, or turn discomfort into an identity.
The universe is a cruel, uncaring void. The key to being happy isn't to search for meaning, it's to just keep yourself busy with unimportant nonsense, and eventually you'll be dead.
Where BoJack believes suffering is proof of depth, Mr. Peanutbutter treats pain like something temporary or something to work around, not something to worship. And that difference matters. Because BoJack's entire sense of self is built on the idea that awareness hurts, that being thoughtful, reflective, and honest comes at a cost, that happiness without suffering must be shallow, ignorant, or undeserved. So when Mr. Peanutbutter is happy, genuinely happy, without doing any of that work, it feels like an insult.
Look at him, not a care in the world. How does he do it?
It's not just jealousy, it's disbelief. Because if Mr. Peanutbutter can be loved, fulfilled, and functional without tearing himself apart, then what has BoJack been doing all this for? Mr. Peanutbutter forces BoJack to confront something, that his pain isn't noble, that his suffering isn't proof of insight, that maybe, just maybe, hurting doesn't automatically mean you understand more. And BoJack can't tolerate that idea. So instead of questioning the belief, he attacks the symbol. He tells himself Mr. Peanutbutter is shallow, that he's so stupid he doesn't understand how miserable he should be. Because if Mr. Peanutbutter's happiness is illegitimate, then BoJack's misery still means something. But here's the thing, Mr. Peanutbutter isn't healthier than BoJack. He's just avoidant in the opposite direction. Mr. Peanutbutter avoids pain by staying in motion, by keeping things light, by refusing to sit still long enough to ask difficult questions. His optimism works until it doesn't. And when it fails, the consequences show up in his relationships and his marriages. So Mr. Peanutbutter and BoJack aren't opposites. They're mirrors, tilted in different directions. BoJack collapses inward. Mr. Peanutbutter escapes forward. And BoJack hates him, not because he's happy, but because his happiness suggests that suffering might not be the requirement BoJack thought it was. BoJack doesn't just disagree with Mr. Peanutbutter. He needs him to be wrong. Because if Mr. Peanutbutter's happiness is real, if it isn't an act or ignorance or denial, then BoJack has to confront something else. That his suffering wasn't the price of depth. That it wasn't the cost of awareness, that it might not have been necessary at all. So BoJack stalks. He watches for cracks in the optimism. He listens for moments when the cheer falters. And when those moments appear, notice how he doesn't revel in it. And he doesn't feel relief. He feels vindication. But that vindication never lasts. Because Mr. Peanutbutter doesn't collapse the way BoJack expects him to. He fails, and then he keeps going. And that's almost worse. Because every time Mr. Peanutbutter survives disappointment without being destroyed by it, BoJack loses another excuse. If Mr. Peanutbutter can fail publicly, love recklessly, lose repeatedly, and still wake up wanting to try again, then BoJack's relentless self-awareness stops feeling like wisdom and more like fear. BoJack's sharp words, his sarcasm, the way he mocks or dismisses Mr. Peanutbutter, none of it is really about Mr. Peanutbutter. Every time he tries to tear down Mr. Peanutbutter's optimism, he's trying to protect his own story. The story that says, pain is proof, misery is necessary, awareness is costly. Without that story, BoJack would have had to face something. What if everything he's done and everything he's suffered doesn't mean what he thought it did? So the mocking isn't hatred, it's armor. And like armor, it keeps him safe, but it also keeps him trapped. The solution seems obvious, right? If Mr. Peanutbutter's way of moving through the world works, why doesn't BoJack try it? Why not let things be lighter? Why not stop dissecting every feeling? Why not just move on? Because for BoJack, happiness isn't just a feeling. Pain isn't something that happened to him. It's the framework he built his identity around. All of it tells a story about who he is and why he exists. So borrowing Mr. Peanutbutter's happiness wouldn't just mean changing his behavior. It would mean dismantling the entire system he uses to understand himself. I don't think BoJack hates Mr. Peanutbutter as a person. I think he hates him as a possibility. Sometimes the hardest thing isn't accepting that you're broken. It's accepting that you might not have needed to be.